Donnelly's Game Stuff, how to make your own videos. Hello everyone. Today I'm going to show you how to make your own videos and the software tools that I use that are free downloads for recording. Now, firstly, in-game, I recommend or would say this works pretty good, MSI Afterburner. Now, MSI Afterburner is a free software that sells itself as an overclock tool, but also can record video. You would record video with MSI Afterburner via getting into its settings, and you got screen capture features, which uses the hotkey, in my case, insert. That works pretty good. If I'm just in a game, I want a quick screenshot of something, I just press that hotkey and it's good to go. It also has video capture, which can go as high as 1080p 1610. So that's pretty good. You turn up the quality all the way, you get a really nice quality video. The only videos that you can make are AVIs or MKVs. MKVs are, I think, pretty good on size, but they're not as powerful as, say, an AVI. Of course, the problem with an AVI is sometimes you have syncing issues with larger videos. Alright. In this case, I can do the two audio sources. So I'm using my speakers to get the bass sound that's coming out of my sound card. And my audio source 2 is my front mic, which I'm using right now to talk to you. So that's how you use and set up MSI Afterburner in-game. It doesn't seem to work with some games, but pretty much every 3D game it'll work fine with. You just press your hotkey and the recording starts, and when you're done, press your hotkey again. If you do not, you can have a failed record, and trust me, putting videos back together once they're broken is a bit of a trick. The other one is Camstudio, desktop screen recorder. You can get that via SourceForge. That's really the best way to get it, because SourceForge is if you didn't know, it's a repository for open source software. So pretty much any free software that is open source and works pretty good. I mean, if you're on a tight budget and you want a software that does a particular thing, SourceForge is a good place to do a quick search for and see what you can find. Camstudio, here is the record interface, needs to be set up again with the audio options. Now, it can only record, at least this version I've read or come across, that you can record it differently in earlier versions, but in the 2.7 build you can either record from audio from speakers, which seems to have some sort of error in this build, or you can record from your microphone. Now, if you're recording from your microphone, it's only going to get your microphone unless, we'll just close this real quick, unless you go into your sound, which you can, your sound control panel. So we go to control panel, which you mean start menu, or however you get it in Windows 8. There's a way to get to the control panel, I guarantee. I believe there's a little folder-looking icon down here that you can do. So, and then you go to sound. And what you need to do in order to record both background sound and your microphone is you need to set up stereo mix. Now, it may or may not show up in your recording dialog, but it may be hidden. Now, if you want to see it as hidden, you want to check show disabled devices. Now, through that, you'll see it come up and it will be disabled. Just enable it, and then from there, you would take your microphone, front mic. Well, first you would set your stereo as the default. I'm not going to do that now because it would screw up my recording. You set that as your default, and then you open up your front mic dialog like this, double click, and you would put listen to this device. And then that way the sound card or the stereo mix will listen to the device that you're recording. So unfortunately you'll be hearing yourself, but at least you'll have both your voice and the background, and you can do a video that way if for some reason you need a background sound, or a game in particular doesn't work with MSI Afterburner and you have to use a different software. Currently I'm recording this with a also free software that has a professional version. I'll just close out that, and then in this case you would press this. You want to go region full screen, and that's how you get your full screen. So we'll just close you out. Now, Screenpresso is what I'm currently capturing this with. It's got a pretty good features for a free version of the software, and that's going to be right here. They have a Screenpresso free, which pretty much does most of the stuff that the other one does. I'm sure there's far more features when I haven't decided on a recording software. Still kind of looking around, feeling it out, seeing which I think is the most effective for what I need. But in this case, I thought I'd give Screenpresso a try. And you can get it for free. Seems to work pretty good. Does high definition. And there are some other features when you actually go ahead and buy the full version, which isn't too bad, actually. $24 for a screen capture. Now, I haven't tested it or seen all the functionality or features. But, I'm already going to be buying a software, I think, pretty soon for my my editing. Now, on to editing. Okay, so you have video, you have raw video, and you want to do something else with it. So in this case, I'm just going to go ahead, and this is Windows Movie Maker. You can get this for free, Windows Movie Maker. Just Google it or search for it or whatever have you, and you'll get it off the Microsoft site. And it works pretty good. The only issue that I found with it is that occasionally it cuts out the sound altogether. There's no sound. I don't know why that is, but it's easy to remedy. So it's got pretty good functionality. You can add text. It does not have overlays, which is part of the reason I'm looking into a different software. But it makes a decent movie, and you have a lot of functions options as far as how to save the video. So that comes in really handy. But what I wanted was more overlays. And Windows Movie Maker does not offer good overlays. So the software that I've recently... Oh yeah, let me get into... Okay, if your sound quality goes out, if you lose sound in when using Movie Maker, this is how I've come to understand that you get it fixed. It's kind of a pain. So you go to your control panel, administrative tools, services. So you need to get your services. You can also do this through, if you have this option, through Run, and I believe it's, I don't know, you have to look that up. I don't have it handy. But how you fix it once you're in services is we go down to Windows Audio Service. And then if you just stop and start or restart the service with Movie Maker closed, that seems to fix the problem. So it's a minor annoyance for a free software that works pretty good, generally speaking. Okay, so that's that one. The other one that I just started using, and I think I'm going to do more with, is, and I might even actually just go ahead and buy it, is the MoviePlus Starter Edition in this case. But there is a full functioning edition with a lot more tools, and I think I might just buy it. But it does overlays. As you can see here, I've got several overlays. There we go, just moving that up here. And you can adjust your timeline for different parts. You can do, in this case, I have, and this is the free version. It doesn't leave a watermark when you do this. So in this case, I have two overlays. I've got a sound overlay and a video overlay. And I adjusted this to be, what is it? I think the speed, there it is 10.5 play speed. So that's pretty fast. It goes through it really quick, but that's about the only way I was going to get through this incredibly boring segment of me trying to show how to move a car. So I've got the audio overlay, or the video overlay, with or without sound. I've used it with sound. Here's me dancing like a fool to some funky ass music that I found off a public domain site. I will... What's it? Skipping in the no standing zone is what it's called. I believe I was told it was public domain. So as you can see, I've got you can do multiple overlays here. It's got some nice little text features with no watermark, which is very important. I have heard that when you get into effects or the gallery of effects like this, then you'll end up coming into a problem with watermarking. But if you get the free version, which is like $70 or $80, or the paid version, then that changes everything. So this is the tool I was using. It's very, very simple, functional, flexible. What I liked about the Windows Movie Maker is that it was simple And this one is also simple with a lot more functionality. I can add multiple video or picture overlays. I can do mild Flash, similar to Flash animations with text or images or what have you. It's ping compatible with transparency, so I can just drop a ping right on top of that. And I might do that. I just started messing with the software, so still learning my way around it, but I really like it so far. And again, there's a free version, the Starter Edition, MoviePlus Starter Edition from Serif. All right, well, I think that's about it. With this one, once you have it, unfortunately, with the free version, you have limited capacity. All these pinked out areas are tools you can't use. However, you can do a YouTube as a high definition. It works pretty fast compared to other software I've used, and yeah, I mean, I'm enjoying it, and like I said, I might actually just go ahead and buy it. So we're going to open up Screenpresso. Oh yeah, my recording is ongoing. I can't remember how to shut that off. Okay, but that's I'll figure it out. I'll remember. It's okay. Anyway, y'all have a good time, and I hope that this was informative to you, and you can learn some new tools on how to do your own videos if you choose to do so. And another thing about the Serif, it's the free version has limited file types. It doesn't have all the codecs in the free version, but I think any free version, give me a functioning software that just doesn't do everything. And if I want everything, then I'll do that instead of ones in 30 days, you better buy it. No, just give it a free. It's really annoying too. It'll warn me every time I'm closing. Hey, do you want to buy the real version? Anyway, you get the point. That's the end of the video. Hope you're all doing well, and we'll catch you on the flip side.